Namaste, my name is Shira. I'm a yoga teacher, Ayurvedic wellness consultant and yoga therapist. And today our little practice is Soul Warrior. It's the journey to empowering the self. See you on the mat. So please take yourself a bolster, pillow, blocks, whatever you need to get comfortable. We're going to sit in Virabhadrasana. So the feet either together or the block between the feet. So I love the warrior. It's one of my favorite archetypes. I've always been a fighter, only I didn't know what I was fighting for. I just knew I had to change the world, but I didn't know how. And it's only in the last few years that I'm becoming more intelligent and I'm believing in myself, so the self-confidence practice and understanding what it is I want to change, what it is that my journey has been about, and how that can empower other people, other women, children, and men. Okay? So the warrior is fierce, is focused, and is fearless. So it's very important that we know what we want, and we know that whatever obstacle is in front of us is there just to challenge us to be a better person, is showing us what paths to take and what paths not to take. So the name in Sanskrit is Virabhadra. So Virabhadra, it's Shiva's most succinct or most potent anger. And what happened, I'll tell a little story about Shiva and Sati, his first wife. So Shiva and Sati were married, and Sati's father was Daksha. And Daksha didn't like Shiva very much because Shiva was uncouth. He had no manners. He walked around with a tiger skin and dreads in his hair. He wasn't very cool or clean for Daksha, so he didn't respect him, and he thought he was superior. Daksha is ego. It's a symbolic of ego. And one day he created a big sacrificial fire, yajna, and he invited all the gods except for Shiva and Sati. So Sati heard about this and she was disgusted. She was really upset, and she wanted to go to this yajna, this offering. And Shiva said, I'm not going. My darling wife, you are free to go. You do what you want. So Sati went to this sacrificial offering and spoke to her father, and he just completely ignored her. He was so disrespectful that he pretended she wasn't talking. And it made her really angry. She was disgusted at her father. How could she have such a disgraceful father, so lowly? So she immolated herself. She created this yogic fire from within and burnt herself up because she wanted to be reborn to a father that she could honor and love and respect. So she does come back to life as Parvati, and the daughter of Himavan is the Himalayas. Of course, someone you could respect. And so what happens, Shiva, in the meantime, hears about this and he's so angry. He knew it would happen, but the feelings that came up within him created Virabhadra. He, from his third eye, saw the vision of a warrior so strong, so fierce, so fearless, totally directed at the goal of taking Daksha's head off, taking the ego by the head and chop. So that is what Virabhadra is. Okay, and so we have 3 different forms of Virabhadra, and I'm liking it to the serenity prayer because I think it's a very beautiful connection, that the first of Virabhadra is very focused and has courage and knows what to do. The second of Virabhadra is detached, open, takes distance. He sees what he needs to do, or maybe not. And then the third one, once we've come out of that and we've surrendered to what we can and cannot do and move beyond it, then we have wisdom. we see the difference, we know the difference. So the serenity prayer goes, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So my life was always the courage to change the things I can. I was always wanting to change. I never had the serenity just to accept what I could not. And the wisdom to know the difference is something I'm learning right now. So this is a journey from our soul. It's like any warrior. Yes, any warrior has to go through countless encounters with demons, shadows, exhausting his last resources or her last resources. Yes, life is a journey, especially when we start to move into our dharma, what we're meant to do, we will be challenged again and again. So yoga isn't just bliss and life is wonderful. When we start to really walk the path, we can have a lot of challenges and issues and problems and things coming up to really see our strength, to really test our determination, to really see how fearless we are. Okay, so this little practice is in honor of the warrior within you, because we all have a warrior. We are all here to find our gift and bring it into the world. But it's not easy. It's not just you find it and that's it. No, there are many things testing you. How strongly do you want it? So namaste, warriors. Come to your seats. Be in Virabhadra. So also here, allow yourself to settle, bringing the threads of awareness. So your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, the sensations in the body, the breath, and your energy. Bring it all into center, heart, belly. Take a few breaths. And as you breathe out, really press the air out. Use Ujjayi. And breathing in, open. So we're becoming this open, expansive person, and then breathing out strong, compact. Find the middle between the two. So as you start to open, still have this strength, the compactness. And as you breathe out, still feel the openness, the softness. Even though you're very strong. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Lift the heart up. And greet your inner teacher as you bow down. If you don't feel the inner teacher, just say to yourself, I am here. And feel your body. Feel the room. Feel your body in the room. And then become aware of the mind. And feel like Virabhadra, you have a very clear mind. And say to yourself, the mind is clear. And feel that clarity, focus, concentration. Take a breath for Om. Om. Take another breath. And we'll just chant Om Virabhadraya Namaha. It's for determination and concentration. Om Virabhadraya Namaha. 3 times. Om Virabhadraya Namaha. So awaken the inner warrior. Om Virabhadraya Namaha. Swaha. So offering it into the fire. The internal fire, the yogic fire. Bringing your hands, cross them, and then interlock all the fingers. And then you take your middle fingers and bring them to the thumb. So this is a brave heart, courageous heart mudra. So remember, mudras are very powerful for charging the energy. Activate the legs, the bum. So really charge the body. Take a few breaths, just 3 breaths, feeling your courageous heart. So you're ready to face your fears, ready to Walk into the darkness of your demon space. We all have demons. No one is pure. No one is free until we do the work. And so if you ever have problems with people, those people are showing you your demons. They're your best teachers. So don't walk away from them. So here you're connecting your space and fire elements. The thumb and the middle finger. And then you have water, earth, and the index fingers, air, balanced, holding these. And feel the breath in your heart. Feel how it affects your arms, hands, chest, lungs. To breathe like this, to have the energy charged in this circuit. And then release the hands. Coming up onto your knees, remove the block. And just bring your feet together. Heels touching, toes tucked under. So we're opening the soles of our feet. We're going to awaken our feet, because to be a warrior we have to have solid ground. And our feet are that connection to the earth element, to the ground. Bring the heels together. And then just sit here. And again, bringing those hands together. In a courageous heart. And sit for 1 minute, breathing into your feet. If this is uncomfortable, it's like those demons that we haven't been facing. So just open the soles of your feet. Okay, there's a mama point on the feet that in the middle of your soul affects the whole system of alignment, structure of the body, the bones. So allow it time to open. Freeing any trapped energy, prana. And just breathe deeply, fully, smoothly, softly. Let the mind become still, focused, fearless, free. And then release the hands. Bring the fingers, so the index fingers together, and lift up the chest, elongate. Feel that sword. Bring all the fingers together, touching all thumbs, all the fingertips, the pads, the palms. Bring that sword into mind. So think of a thing that you today or this week or this month want to break through. You don't want in your life anymore. What do you want to get rid of? What is something that is in your way that's stopping you from becoming your true self, your fullest self? And then bring that into the mind's eye as a vision, down into the throat. So speak it out today, either by writing it down or sharing it with a friend. Then down into the belly. Think of the action you're going to take. And release the hands. So coming up onto the tippy toes and just balance here. Again, find that center, find that calm that Virabhadra needs. Lift the chest up. Maybe you want to press the thighs. And then bring your hands together, palms touching, breathing out, twist to the side. So just pressing against the knee, and the knee presses against the elbow. So you're coming into a twist from the middle back. And let the other knee, your right knee, move forward. Yes, this knee, the back knee, let it move forward. So you're not holding the pelvis in a square, because it's not a square, it's round. So honor your body. Again, ahimsa. Even though you are fierce and fearless, you do not want to hurt yourself. You want to know what you're doing. And release. Come back to middle. Center. And then twist to the other side. Take a few breaths here again. Pressing the knee against the elbow and the elbow against the knee. So there's very strong engagement. Moving the heat throughout the body. And so your legs are getting strong, breathing in. And come up to standing. Come in Utkatasana. So hands here coming onto your hips. Lift the chest up. Don't tuck the tailbone under, just be in neutral, neutral space. Okay, now press the heels down, pressing the mounts of your toes down, and lift the chest up. Engage the legs. Make the legs very warm and active. Take a few breaths. And now lift up your left arm, extend it. And feel this whole side opening, and then breathe into this side. This is where the prana's going, where you open up, you allow energy to move. Keep that openness as you bring your hand back and then change sides. So you start to feel heat arising. So Virabhadra needs heat. When you want to bend forward and stretch those hamstrings, you first want to create heat in them, then want to make them strong. So now opening the right side, opening your chest, breathe into it, bring the prana there, and then breathing out. Lift up both arms, press, have that sword, press the palms. Again, bring that vision of what you want to cut through. And then breathing out. Bend forward. Uttanasana. So spread the feet, toes. Feet should be hip width. Honoring your pelvis. Let the body cool down. So we're moving between heat and contraction, coolness. We want to find that middle space. So we have that wisdom when we take action. Now move your hands slowly forward, like meditation. Engage the whole of your palms, the whole of your fingertips, all fingers, and then slowly move the feet back. Okay, coming into a downward dog. So stretch those calves. Lift up the toes if you want. Now engage your fingertips. So activate them. Bend the elbows slightly. And now lift up your right leg. With an out breath, bring that right leg in between and through. So first coming into a simple lunge. And also here you want to extend the side of your right chest. And your left leg moves back. Okay, so breathing in, extending, opening from the ribs, the chest, and breathing out. Belly comes in, legs and arms become strong. One more time. Bring the hand down, so feel that strength. Lift the left arm up, away from the left foot. Strong back leg, engage the thigh. And coming all the way up into standing. So here, interlock the fingers, breathing out, come down. Breathing in, come up. So you're doing a soft bounce using the breath. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, come down. One more time. So find the middle. And now move this hip, so bring your hands on the hips. Move this bone, the as is bone, away from the thigh bone. So rolling up. Thigh is open on the back, so you really want to open the muscle here. And then lift those arms. So here you have the sword, you're focused. You know what it is you want to change. You know what it is you have to fight. And then breathing out. Hands behind your back, breathing in, lift up the chest. And breathe out. So here we're surrendering. Breathing in, coming up. And just straighten that front leg if it's tired. Engage the muscles. And then bend the knee. And again, straighten. So now we're coming into Virabhadra 2. We're detached. We're open. We're watching now. We're seeing from a distance. Okay, do we need to attack? Or do we need to have that serenity to accept? Okay, so opening up. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, go down. So just place the hands on the hips. First, I want you to align. So knee, ankle, hip, or as is bone. Align. Don't let the knee fall out or in one straight line. Then this back hip, let it rotate with the front hip. They are connected. If you start pushing it and pulling it back, you're stretching ligaments, tendons, which cannot stretch. They will be loose and you will have an unstable sacrum. Not good idea. Okay, so open. And then when you want to move this arm back, come from the ribs, like we did before, middle of the ribs, twisting. And that's how you open into this stance. So breathing in and out. Find the middle of the legs. Breathing in and out. And then stay between the two. Be detached. Virabhadra 2. So you've faced your demon. Now you're looking at what do you need to do? How do you conquer this? How do you change the patterns? Okay, and then straighten that leg if there's tiredness, and again bend. And then bring the energy to your middle. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, bring it to the middle, to your core. And again. So you found the middle of your legs, the middle of your arms and chest. And then straighten that leg. Come into a forward fold. Virabhadrasana. And then bend the front leg, coming up. Virabhadra 3. So make the back leg strong. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you're pressing it. And lift up, bringing your sword above you. So now you have the wisdom to know what you need to do. You've challenged yourself. You're on your journey. And you've just conquered one of these demons. Breathing out, coming back. Breathing in. Reverse warrior. You can open, you can relax. And breathing out. Now turn the foot in. Turn both feet in. Make the legs strong. Rotate the thighs in. Press the outer edges of your feet. Lift up the chest. Use your elbows. Bringing them towards each other. Breathing out. Bend forward. All the way down. Strong legs. Don't let them fall asleep. Releasing any heat. So Virabhadra has done one side. Breathing in, come up. Now we're going to do the other side. So coming all the way down into downward dog. Just stretching the body, cooling the mind. Okay, you might notice that when you get hot, the mind becomes full, fuzzy. Strong legs, press the outer edges of the heel down, the middle of the heel, the little toe, mount. Roll those thighs in. Lengthen the upper body so the belly moves away from the thighs. Now move the shoulder blades down the spine. Activate the fingers. And then stepping forward your left foot. Just be in the lunge. Take a few breaths. So always honor your body. You're feeling tired? Cool down. And then lifting up your left arm, opposite direction of your right foot. Really open that side of your body. So the left side, moving the left hip back. And then open the right side. Right foot moves back. Keep that openness of the left side. Then both arms coming up and slowly down. So warrior one, focused, fearless. Okay? Press the palms. Moving this as is bone up, away from the thigh. And just go slowly in, out. So know what you need to work on. Bring the hands on the hips, open the chest, open the back leg. Bring the elbows towards each other. And again, take your sword. Bring it down into the third eye. Have the vision. Speak it out. And take action. Interlock the hands behind. Breathing out, bend down. And coming up, so we've surrendered. We don't know if we need to fight. So opening up to warrior two. Detach. Do we need to go further with fighting? Or do we just need to sit here for a moment? Feel our way into this situation. Now again, bringing the hands on the hips, aligning knee, hip, ankle. Let this hip come along for the ride. They're joined together, so honor them. And then if you want to move back from the arm, from here, middle of your spine. And slowly move up, straighten that leg. And out. In and up. Releasing tension or tiredness, breathing out. In and up and out. So finding that middle and then arms. Finding the middle of your core. Last time, opening up. And then straighten that front leg. Virabhadrasana. Just releasing heat. Looking up, bend the front knee. So we're coming into the lunge. And you're moving the weight into the front leg. The back leg is very strong. Feel that wall you're pressing against. Look at one point and just keep your eyes there to balance. Bringing those arms up into the sword. Back leg strong. Virabhadra 3. We are now flying above your situation. You have the wisdom to know if you need to surrender or make changes. And then breathing out, come down. Back into warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Strong back leg. Again, opening here. Knee doesn't fall in or out. And then turning the feet in, cooling down. One more time. Lift those arms up. Bend the knees and then rotate the thighs in. Let those legs, the bones move in, and then the muscles kind of turn out. Release heat through the mouth. So Virabhadra is very heating. It's wonderful in winter. It's wonderful in depressions. Or when our energy is low, spirit's low, we're afraid, anxiety, doubts. This makes us focused, centered. Breathing in, come halfway up. Letting the blood run back down from the head to the organs, the viscera. Now turning the feet out and just come here. So it's a goddess, warrior, strong, centered, certain. And then release, coming down onto your mat. Now you want to take a block. I'm going to use it either for the middle of the back like this or like this. It depends how flexible you are in the lower back. Flexibility isn't everything. So again, honor. If you're too flexible, try and create strength. Yes, by doing less. And if you are very tight, do a little bit more. Try and create flexibility. All right, but first we'll do another one which will cool the system down and cool the nervous system down. Okay, so that's just lying on your back. So engaging the feet, spread the toes, open the toes, pressing the mounts of your toes and pressing the heels down into the floor. Now as you breathe in, feel it just in your chest, and as you breathe out from the belly, really start to engage the core muscles, the transverse abdominis, the rectus abdominis. Okay? Bringing those hip bones together, sitting bones together towards each other, and the tailbone slightly down so the pubic bone moves to the belly with the out breath. This is all with the out breath. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out again. You're pressing the lower back into the floor. The pelvis and belly button move towards each other. The sitting bones as well. And the hip bones. And then slowly coming up. So I want you to integrate what you have just practiced. Pressing those heels. Okay, extend the tailbone towards the knees if you have lower back pain. If you don't need to lengthen the lower back because it is a back bend. But if it hurts, then please extend at that point where the pain is not there. You don't want to feel any pain. So what this asana does, it closes the throat, it puts pressure on the carotid arteries, which calms down the nervous system physiologically. And then slowly come down. Just take a few resting breaths. So really work the legs strongly. Put the feet as wide as your mat and just twisting from side to side. Oh, I've got to move this thing. Okay. Releasing heat, tension. Just stay on one side for a moment. Allowing the muscles to relax, the heat to move throughout the body. So a twist, what it does, it takes the energy, the heat, and moves it all around. It stimulates Vayana Vayu. Coming back to middle. And then I want you to place your hands here under your hips and just lift both legs or one leg. If 2 legs is too difficult, do 1 leg. Then place the hands under your bum, sitting bones, and just rest here. So Viparita Karani. This is also for calming the mind. A lot of heat. So now we want to bring coolness to the mind. Spread the toes, activate the legs, and slowly come down. Just take a few breaths, rest. Take your block, place it under the back, bring the feet together. So you're ending the practice. You want to have it halfway down your lower back. Okay? These cork blocks, they have quite pointy edges. So it might not feel comfortable, but as long as your lower back doesn't hurt or your neck doesn't hurt, then it's fine. So breathing into the belly and the chest. So this is a variation of Matsyasana, the fish pose, where you can actually relax, releasing the fingers. Letting the breath become soft and smooth again. And then release the block altogether. Just come into a very short Shavasana. Okay? What Shavasana does is allow your body to absorb the effects of your practice. So the longer you relax, the longer you stay in Shavasana, the deeper it goes, and the longer lasting the effects. If you do a very short Shavasana, it's a very short effect. Okay? It'll last for a few hours. So Shava means corpse. You want to be dead. Dead people don't think. Dead people don't move. They don't even breathe. So let the breath become really subtle. Slowly start to wiggle the fingers, the toes, bend the knees, rolling over to either your right or left side. Feel the nostrils if you want to honor your prana, and see which nostril is open. And then you roll onto that side. So then you attune to your body's natural rhythm, okay, of pranic movement. Just come into any sitting position. Allow yourself to center. So any movement, especially when you slow down, will create vrittis or movement in the mind, in the breath. This affects you, so allow yourself to settle. If you have the time, if you're going to do the practice, do it fully. Yeah? Otherwise there's no point doing it. If you're doing it with your head somewhere else, be that somewhere else. Don't be here. Okay, so be here now. Namaste. We'll just chant the mantra of Shanti because we've created this focused, fearless, and fierce energy, okay? So deep breath for Om. Om. Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Have a wonderful day and be the brave warrior you are meant to be. Okay, step into your true self. Stop being afraid, stop limiting yourself, stop thinking you can't do it. You can. And only you can.